Back with Europa League action and back with a win for Arsenal Football Club. Yes, people, football in Arsenal beaten FK Bodo Glimt 3-0. And it was a convincing result, but the performance overall was good. We had a patchy spot in the second half where we just completely let our foot off the gas. In fact, we basically put the car in neutral. We were not moving whatsoever. But at the end of the day, we got the victory, and that's all that matters in this Europa League group stage, because we just want to finish top of the group and get through to the next round, through to the round of 16 of the Europa League. And yeah, it was a change side by Arsenal, 8 changes in total, with the only players keeping their position being Gabriel at the back, Granit Xhaka and Gabriel Martinelli, but thankfully Martinelli and Xhaka were taken off in the second half to conserve them as some of the other starters came on. So it was good man management by Arteta there, making sure none of our players that are expected to play against Liverpool, apart from Gabriel, got the full 90 minutes, so they were all fresh for that Liverpool game on the weekend, because that's what really matters. Not this game against Bodo Glimt, the game on Sunday against Liverpool when the Emirates is going to be absolutely rocking. That's when it really matters that we have our full fresh 11. But let's talk about this game here, because that's what it's about. It's about Arsenal reactions to matches, and today we beat FK Bodo Glimt 3-0. To be fair, we started a bit slow, but we grew into the game. And then when we scored, that's when it completely turned around. We started to have our assertion on the match. Kieran Tierney with a thunderbolt from the left side. Absolutely pile drove it. It unfortunately came off the post for him, but who was on the scene? Eddie Nketiah to tap it home. It was a fox in the box, poacher's finish from Nketiah, and he made it look easy, to be fair. It wasn't an easy finish with that ball cannoning off the post, but he was able to divert it home into the empty net to make it 1-0 to the Arsenal. And then straight after, Fabio Vieira off the corner. Ball comes back to him, mustard touch, and then shifts it to his left peg, whips in. Who's there to head it in? Robert Holding to head it into the back of the net to make it 2-0 to us. And from then on, we just continued to assert our pressure going into the half, and it was a deserved 2-0 lead. But going out into that second half, I don't know what happened. I don't know what kind of team talk was given, but the boys completely stepped their foot off the gas 100%. Bodo Glimt had life. They were attacking us. They had their players on the ball. They were cutting through us. We couldn't get out of our own half. It was really weird performance in that respect. Look, we won 3-0, and yeah, we were clinical. We probably deserved it. Even the stats will probably say we deserved 3-0. But if you watch that game, in that second half, for a long period, 20, 25 to even 30 minutes, we didn't do anything. We honestly were sleepwalking through that half. And that's me being nice. In many ways, we just did not get on the ball whatsoever. We allowed FK Bodo Glimt to stamp their authority, to play the progressive football, to get into our spaces and attack our defenders. I mean, if it was a training drill for defenders, Arteta would be saying beautiful, but it weren't. It was a full-on match, so I guess the only bright side to look at is our defenders got more training, because I don't know what we were doing allowing them to have so much time and space on the football. Either way, we came out and we did score our third goal. In many ways, you could say it was against the run of play with how the second half had gone, but this one, I say quality won it for us. Gabriel Jesus coming off the bench, absolute twinkle toes. He did a similar move against Tottenham on the weekend where he almost scored, and this one was brilliant as well. Off the throw-in, just spins a defender, then nice little chop like La Croqueta, I think it's called, where he gets round the defender and then puts it on a plate for Fabio Vieira, who I thought had a brilliant game overall, to make it 3-0 to the Arsenal, and that was game, set and match. Done and dusted, and at 6 points out of 6, we do go to Norway to play the reverse fixture in a week's time, which will be a tough game, make no mistake about it. It's a whole different ball game in Norway conditions, man. It's like Arctic conditions over there. So although this was a convincing result, and yeah, we won 3-0, performance was okay. Next week, I think, will be a much tougher game. We'll have to be on our A game to get a result there. But either way, let's go through the player ratings of this match. In goal, Matt Turner didn't have much to do apart from at the end where he made a decent save. I'm going to give him a 7. Now I'll give him an 8 out of 10 actually. You know, didn't have much to do. He got a clean sheet. So yeah, that's nice from him. Right back, Tomiyasu, I thought had a really solid game. 8 out of 10, Tomiyasu. Brilliant the whole time. Centre back, Rob Holding, also an 8 out of 10. Decent, scored a goal as well. And then next to him, Gabriel, a bit of a redemption story for him, especially after he completely gave away a stupid penalty on the weekend against Spurs. Also had decent game. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. And then Tierney as well, looking decent. The whole back four gets an 8 out of 10, man. Like, there's not much we can say. It was decent overall performance from them. Kept a clean sheet. It's moving to the midfield, Lokonga. First half, good. Second half, completely lost the ball. Like, he completely lost his head. He was not getting on the ball whatsoever. They were getting through our midfield way too easy. For me, I'm going to give Lokonga 6.5 out of 10. We didn't concede, so I'm not going to give him a lower score, but in that second half, he really needs to assert his dominance more on the football, because their midfield was overrunning ours. Granit Xhaka as well, didn't play a long time, only around 55 minutes. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. In that second half, he didn't stay on long enough to make it into a bad performance. But in that first half, he was decent. Second half, lost his way a bit. But look, he's played a lot of football matches recently, so it was a good job to hook him off, I think. Fabio Vieira had a really decent game. I'm going to give him an 8.5 out of 10. Brilliant assist, brilliant goal. On the ball throughout, making stuff happen. Not much more to say. Brilliant performance. Marquinhos had a quiet game for me. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. We've seen Marquinhos play better, especially in the first game against FC Zurich. He was absolute lightning on the football. This game, he weren't quite at it. I don't know what it was. He wasn't getting on the ball enough and making things happen. But yeah, I still got high hopes for Marquinhos. It's one of those games. He's a young player. He's not going to play well every single match. But yeah, not his greatest game. Left wing Martinelli also was fairly quiet. Had his job in the first goal when he picked up and drove it. Then played the ball out to Tierney on the left. So I'm giving him a 7 out of 10 for Martinelli. And up front, Eddie Nketiah scored a brilliant first goal. Then missed an absolute sitter in the second half. I'm going to give Nketiah an 8 out of 10 for his goal. In terms of subs, I actually can rate them this time. Because they came on quite early. Ødegaard, Saka and Gabriel Jesus came on as a triple sub. I'm going to give Saka a 7. Didn't do much, to be honest. He was okay at most. Ødegaard was decent. I'm giving him a 7.5. And Gabriel Jesus was brilliant. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. In terms of the other subs that came on, we had Ben White coming on for a bit. I'm not really going to rate him, to be honest. And also Reece Nelson. It was nice to see him come on, actually. Because it's been a good long time since he's played an Arsenal shirt. It's been at least 12 months. I want to say around 14, 15 months. Last time Reece Nelson played for Arsenal. And he got on the ball quite a bit, to be fair to him. But yeah, I don't know whether he's going to be playing really regularly for this football club because his quality just isn't quite there. Even though we've seen that he can be a good player, his consistency, that's what separates him to the other players. And the reason he's not quite reaching Arsenal's starting 11, even though he has been injured previously, I think even coming back to full fitness, he's going to struggle. But yeah, overall, he imposed himself on this match. Didn't get a goal and assist, but looked lively throughout. So I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. Overall, we did what we need to do. We got the 3 points, exactly what mattered. We now move on to Liverpool because that's the big game in the Premier League. Massive football match, Arsenal v Liverpool. I'm relishing the chance to play this Liverpool team because this whole time, these pundits be saying, Arsenal haven't faced a real test. We're going to wait for them to play a real team. We played Tottenham. It was at home. Tottenham defended. Now we're going to play Liverpool. If we, for some reason, beat Liverpool and still don't get our respect, I don't know what's going on. I think they're just waiting for us to lose to Man City or something. That's what the pundits are waiting for. But we do have Liverpool on the weekend. Really looking forward to it. Liverpool, of course, not been in the best run of form in the Premier League. We've been absolute lightning in the Premier League. So it'll be a great test for us. And especially given that he's at the Emirates, I hope we can come away with the victory. As always, if you enjoy Arsenal match reactions, make sure you subscribe down below on my road to 1,000. I'm almost there. And let me know your thoughts of this match in the comment section down below, as well as your predictions for Arsenal's game against Liverpool. I've been Football. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you like, and I'll catch you lot in the next one.